how I was diagnosed and what I'm diagnosed with. Hey guys, and welcome back. So this video is long overdue. This video is basically going to be a how I was diagnosed and what I'm diagnosed with. So I'm going to take you back to 2017. In July of 2017, I did not get a period. Growing up, I've always had irregular periods, so sometimes I would miss a month, and then the following month I would sometimes get 2 periods. Weird, yes, I know, but that's how my body was, and that's just kind of how the pattern was at that time. And so in July, I wasn't really too concerned with anything. I figured, maybe it was just an off month, maybe I was just really excited because in August, I was getting married. So in August, got married to my wonderful, wonderful husband, Jimmy, and it's like seriously one of the best days of my life. Anyways, got married in August, and of course we wanted to start trying right away. Got back from our honeymoon, didn't get a period. I took a test, it was negative. So of course I was a little discouraged, but it was only the first month. September rolls around, still trying, didn't get a period, got excited, took a test, negative. So still kind of discouraged, still really early, but I was concerned because I was still not getting a period. So I decided to make an appointment with a clinic, and that wasn't until October. So I had to wait until October to go see, the nurse practitioner up there. The nurse practitioner up there basically told me she assumed that I had PCOS based off of the, missing the cycles for the 3 months. Missing a cycle for 3 months or longer could be dangerous. It could lead to more serious problems. So at that time, she prescribed me Provera. I can't remember if it was 5 milligrams or 10 milligrams, but it was for 10 days. So she prescribed me that because she wanted to, she says, I want you to be able to, shed your lining so that you don't have further complications. At that time, she also did a test on my thyroid to see if there was anything going on with that, throwing off, maybe missing my period. And she also did a small check on my pituitary gland. I guess that can kind of have an effect on that as well. But that came back normal. Same with my thyroid. So at that point, I took the Provera in October, and I believe I got a period in November. Let me see. Yeah, I got a period in November. I guess I didn't track it in this one. I had an older app. I got a period in November, basically. I put the quotation marks there basically because it's not a real period. It's basically just shedding the lining because of the Provera. At this time, after I took all of the Provera, I was having a lot of pain. Didn't know what was happening and why it was happening. So I went back up to the clinic, and I saw a doctor this time. And I told her, I took Provera, told her the history, blah, blah, blah. And she told me, okay, we're not going to have you take the Provera anymore. Maybe you're just having a bad reaction to it, or something's, something. She prescribed an ultrasound. At this ultrasound, they did external and internal. I don't even know if those are the right words. But anyways, external, internal ultrasound. And it was painful. Really, really painful. It hurt. I wanted to cry. I wanted Jimmy there really, really bad, but he was at work, I believe. And so basically in that ultrasound, it just confirmed I had PCOS. And that was just kind of it. I felt a little, lost because every time that I went back there like maybe 3 times. They kept ushering me to be on birth control, and I knew, some of the side effects that can cause or I mean, I know some of the effects from birth control just didn't mesh well with me. I would always get really, really sick. Didn't like it, and I just didn't like all the chemicals in my body, and I wanted to have a baby, so I didn't want to be on birth control. So obviously I know sometimes it can work for others, but for me it just wasn't working. So I decided no birth control, and at this clinic I felt like I wasn't being taken seriously because I am so very young. And I felt that's why they were just kind of pushing the birth control and just, you know, pushing that in my face and then just kind of leaving me there. So after that, I was really, really discouraged, and I felt really, really just I don't know, unimportant because of my age, and discriminated because of that. And I know that sounds weird, but it literally felt like that from the nurse practitioner and the doctor there. And it was just nonstop every time I went. And so, you know, I didn't have anything else to go on. I just kind of went home and just kept having a period. I changed my diet. Starting in December, I was 255, and all I did was a low-carb diet, no gluten, and limited dairy, and I started incorporating some more exercise. And yeah, because I wanted a baby. This is serious to me, so I started taking it serious. I did a huge lifestyle change. And so in December, I also got a period. I think, let's see. Yeah, I got a period starting on the 15th and to the 21st. Same thing in January, February, March, April, and then May. And June, and then July. July is a little funny. I don't know if you can see this, but yeah. Anyways, July is a little funny. So I get a period on the 6th of July. Now, it lasts all the way until the 12th. But on the 10th, okay, this is TMI, so if you don't want to hear this, just skip forward, whatever. Yeah. Anyways, on July 10th, my period blood turned brown. At this time, I thought, okay, it was just the end of the cycle maybe. It was just finishing. It was just the last bit of it. I wasn't too worried about it. On the 11th, it was still brown. And at this time, I was experiencing a lot of pain in my lower abdomen. A lot of pain. A lot of back pain, too. Now, this continued on all the way until, let's see, the 24th. So all the way from the 10th of July to the 24th of July, I was having brown fluid coming out, and I wasn't sure if it was a period or not. So all that time I was experiencing a lot of pain. But on the 15th, I actually went into the emergency room because I could not walk. I was in so much pain with every step that I was taking. It was just, it hurt. It hurt so bad. I was crying. I was just, and I'm not a big crier, so when I was crying, it was because I was in a lot of pain. So Jimmy took me to the hospital. Anyways, he was there with me. I can't remember what time we actually went in. It was pretty early, I think. I think we went in at 5 and they're 6 in the morning or something like that, because I just woke up from just, I just didn't sleep all night because it was so painful. And so I just woke up at 5 or 6, I think it was. And I told Jimmy, you know, I gotta go to the hospital. This doesn't feel right. I'm just in so much pain. So we go to the hospital, we get admitted, and, you know, they do a CAT scan. After the CAT scan, they see some fluid run, you know, around my fallopian tubes or something like that. That's what they told me. So they ordered another ultrasound. This ultrasound hurt too. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is with me and ultrasounds, but they just hurt. I have never had them hurt before. And this was also an external and internal one. And I couldn't have Jimmy with me. They wouldn't let him in the room. So I was just in here with this lady doing this ultrasound, and it was hurting, and all I wanted was Jimmy. I was freaking out, but anyways. So we do the ultrasound. I get back to my room and the hospital told me I have a cyst. And obviously, having PCOS, that's very common to have cysts on your ovaries. Poly meaning many, and then cystic ovarian. So there you go. If you don't know what PCOS is, now you do. Basically, they did the ultrasound, found the cyst, and sent me home with some pain medication. They couldn't really do anything. I just kind of had to wait it out, I guess. And I don't know if at that time it was bursting. I don't even know if it has burst, but I'm pretty sure if it was that painful, I think at that moment it was bursting. And I was just in so much pain. So I came home after that day and I took one pain medication and just went to bed, because I think throughout the whole day I was kind of just staying away from the pain because I just didn't want to, or I mean not taking the pain medication until nighttime because I knew that was like when it was worse. Even though I was kind of in pain throughout the day, I was just taking like ibuprofen or something like that just to kind of moderate it. And so I didn't take it until night. Didn't like the medication at all. It made me very, very dizzy and like groggy. I just didn't like it. So I just didn't take it. I dealt with the pain pretty much. It kind of has gone away. Every once in a while I'll still get some shooting pains, but that's just what it is. Anyways, so July 15th, that all happened. So then the 16th, the next day, I actually go in and see my doctor, my current doctor that I see. Love her. And, you know, I tell her what's going on. She was able to look at the ultrasounds. She was able to look at the ultrasounds and confirm that, you know, I was having a cyst on my ovary. So at that time when I went into the hospital, they also did a blood work or blood draw or whatever. And so my doctor was able to have access to that as well. She noticed that my vitamin D was really, really low. So she added on a vitamin D to my other vitamins, and she also added a Ova blend. Let me see actually if I can go find those so I can show you what they look like. So I was able to find of course I was able to find them. So these are the vitamins that my current doctor is having me take. This is Pro Omega. I don't know if you can see that. So I take 2 of those a day. This is the Ova blend. And I take 2 of those a day as well. Everything here I take 2 a day except for the vitamin D. I take that just once a day. Here is the prenatal vitamins I take. And then this is the Chase Tree Berry, also known as Vitex. So those are all the vitamins that right now I am currently taking through my doctor. And when I went to go see her on the 16th after the emergency room incident and everything, she told me that she thinks that I was trying to ovulate. My body was trying to figure out how to ovulate, and that's why this cyst was happening, or, you know, why I was experiencing that kind of thing. So, well, I guess I wasn't taking the vitamin D and the Ova blend until after this visit. She actually prescribed this at that visit when on the 16th after the emergency stuff. So really I was just taking the Omega, the prenatal, and the Chase Tree Berry before all of this, and then she prescribed this after that. So I've just been taking these 5 vitamins every day and trying to get my body back on track. Basically, last time I saw her in July, she said to take these vitamins and hopefully there will be a baby. And if not, I will see her in October. So Jimmy and I have September to try, you know, for a baby. And then in October, I see my doctor again. So that is kind of where we're at right now. I know this isn't very exciting and not a lot has happened because a lot of this takes time, and, you know, appointments get out, you know, appointments, you know, are set for so far away, and, you know, you have to take these vitamins for a certain amount of time before they see you again to do more blood work and do more tests to kind of see where your body's at and what's the next step. So that's why it's kind of taking forever to get like videos up, because I don't have a lot of content. And well, this last time I was on my anniversary, and so I just didn't want to vlog or do anything. I mean, I vlogged a little bit on our trip, like for our trip, but I didn't do anything like related to this. So basically, yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at right now. I'm just taking those vitamins every day. Our next appointment is in October, like I said, and I believe it's the 17th. Let's see. Yeah, I see her on October 17th. So on that day, hopefully, you know, I will be able to see where we go from there. So yeah, so that's kind of like what's happening right now. I mean, literally there's not a lot going on just because, yeah, dates get pushed back, medications, all that kind of stuff. So this channel might be bare for a little bit just because, you know, we're still in the beginning of this process, and right now I'm literally just taking vitamins. I haven't done like actual like medications that I've heard of, like Clomid or metformin and, you know, all that other stuff to, you know, try to have a baby. And so this is just kind of where I'm at. The next time you see us, I guess we'll be in October with our doctor and seeing if we can get this baby train going, because we really want a baby. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below and I will try to reply to them there, or I can do it in a video. You know, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to follow, you know, this family and our journey and what we're going through. It's all kind of new to me, so bear with me. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.